you held on to that for 10 years?
Yeah, yeah. No, not quite 10. I was 9, I'd say 9 years. I was 16 when I took a job as a cashier at a supermarket, the Elm Farm, in West Somerville. And so at that point...
Porter Square, not Porter Square, Davis Square.
Well, Teal, actually.
Teal Square. Wow, that's
above Teal Square,
yeah,
right?
Okay.
On the corner of Alewife and...
wow, yeah. Okay, that was a big shopping center out there. And,
what is it, Alewife and Somerville or Alewife and Broadway?
Alewife and Broadway.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, I thought I would be doing that for, you know, a couple of years. And I was hired in a great flurry of hiring by this place. They must have hired, between 20 and 25 of us one afternoon. And I started noticing that the people were kind of dropping off. After a couple of weeks, the people that were hired that afternoon, that I was hired, they started disappearing, you know, getting their last pay envelope. And that went on for a couple of months. And I don't think there were more than 2 or 3 of us left from that bunch. And even by then, it hadn't occurred to me that, you know, that this was a planned diminution of forces. And so finally I got my notice, man. This is it. Here's your last paycheck. I was ape shit. I had been doing a good job, you know. I mean, it's just one of those really sleazy things that a managerial system can come up with on behalf of its corporate overlord, you know. It really pissed me off.
They had a corporate overlord at that time.
Well, the Elm Farm, I suppose. You know, it was a corporation. Those businesses were corporations back then too, weren't they?
No, in great degree they weren't.
Really?
Corporate structure didn't hit the food markets until probably after 60.
Can I ask you a personal question?
Go ahead.
Linda didn't get around to putting that coffee on before she left, did she?
No, and she's back.
Oh, is she?
But I don't think she put coffee on anyway. Linda, you didn't put coffee on, did you?
Oh, no.
Okay. Could you, is there any possibility that you might be very mildly prevailed upon to do something? Yeah? Thank you. I would do the same for you.
The question is low, too. Everything's running up.
I would do the same for her if she was on television.
Yeah, but you're not on television. You're just on video.
Well, it looks like television to me, man.
Yeah. Okay, so you got fired from this company. Did you put up a stink?
Well, I began to, but then I said to hell with it and went off to my friend's place in Plum Island to enjoy the rest of the summer. I started to. I actually went
and this was the year before you started college?
Junior year? My junior year of high school, yeah.
Okay, so then you went through your senior year of high school jobless?
No. What I did was I got a job at Harvard University, in the dish rooms of the dining halls, as a dishwasher. They had a pretty spiffy setup, you know. Machines, great steaming behemoths of machinery that used to carry your trays of dirty dishes through and bring them out spanking clean. Is that an appropriate thing to say for a tray, for a hard plastic tray, spanking clean? I don't think so.
For a dish? No.
Doesn't sound right, does it?
No.
What would be spanking clean, do you think?
Oh, a baby's butt.
There you go, spanking clean.
Spanking is a basic verb, I would suspect.
But why in the hell would you want to spank a baby's butt?
Oh, good Lord.
I don't know.
I don't know either. Having a couple of babies,
You've had a couple of babies, right?
Spanked them many times.
Have you really? I very rarely spank. I have 2 kids. Lovely kids, wonderful kids.
Okay, let's go then to your senior year in high school. You had a job at Harvard. You worked there all year long.
Yes.
Why didn't you go to Harvard?
Oh, well, you know, I didn't.
And you're close to an A student.
No, not through high school.
Oh, through high school you weren't an A student.
I fell off mildly.
Got interested in other things.
Well, I just wasn't terribly interested in what was.
Now your brothers were in college at this time.
My oldest brother already was. When I started high school, he was, I guess, beginning his second year of college.
Yeah.
My oldest brother, but my
And he
brother
went
Jerry,
where?
my brother Jerry was 2 years ahead of me at Malden Catholic. So he was a junior when I was a freshman.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And then finally,
And your brothers went to school where?
to college, you mean?
Yeah.
My oldest brother went to Boston College, and Jerry went from high school right into the Xaverian Novitiate down in Maryland.
Oh, okay, okay, yeah.
I forget. I think it was in Silver Spring, Maryland.
Okay.
You writing this down on that
No,
matchbook cover?
no, I'm just drawing pictures on matchbook covers.
This is neither pro nor anti-smoking commercial, by the way. This is simply how I'm being here, you know, at my ease, and occasionally smoke flies out of my mouth. I don't mean anything by it.
We know you're...
I swear, no, this is a disclaimer. This is a necessary disclaimer both for the Cancer Society and both for the, you know, the libertarian elements, you know, those fringe nuts of our society who claim that smoking does not, by the way, harm you one iota if you really like to do it.
You believe that the smoking harms you more or less than atomic energy.
Do I believe that it harms you more or less?
Well, here's a question for you then.
Yeah.
What do you believe was the effect of atmospheric testing of nuclear devices in the 50s?
Yeah, it certainly gave our innumerable the suborganisms of us a whole lot to well, quote unquote, think about. It gave us universally impetus to, I could use the milder word change, but I think perhaps the more staccato mutate. Now that's a very broad answer to an even broader question. But
Well, that's actually the question. How much do you believe in mutation? How much do you believe in the mutation of the mutability of the human cell to nuclear radiation, which we know, according to everything we hear today about the way the wind patterns run across the country and how we're getting acid rain from the Midwest, and we know that the winds come across from the west.
yeah,
So if they're blowing off atomic weapons out there and blowing them this way,
yeah,
we look at Chernobyl and look at the patterns that they're telling us that the winds of Chernobyl blew out. Okay, and we're getting radiation in Vermont
yes,
from Chernobyl.
right,
Okay, and they're talking about mutations in lambs in Britain.
yeah,
Same thing in cows in Vermont.
mm-hmm.
The whole generation that was born during atmospheric testing of nuclear weapons, we know that the mutation is greatest in the fetus. Therefore, that whole generation from 1946
yeah,
that were in their mother's wombs, if the mutation theory is correct, all of us have to be mutations. Aside from you, who were born in 1942 before that.
Yes, I'm pre-mutant
You're
myself.
pre-mutant.
I feel so bad for the rest of you, I can't tell you, man, my heart.
Okay.
Okay,
So
the question, anyhow, let me just grab a piece of that question. This would, I'm sure, strike most people as absurdly far-fetched, but I love to go for such an answer. I feel that the human organism is infinitely adaptable to environment, to environments both internal and external. And I also feel that this adaptability, it hinges for its most benign effect on, now here's a very, very simple notion. You might almost think me simple-minded now.